Hey, what's good, family? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. Today is Tuesday. It's the second day of the work week. I hope everything is going well for you. Hope you had a great weekend too. In the likelihood that you're just having one of those days, because we're human and we will all have all one of those days. Always remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I can definitely bear witness to that. So get into the topic for this video. So we're living in a twilight zone. We're living in a time where right is wrong, wrong is right, up is down, down is up, front is whatever backwards is now considered to be front, whatever is front is backwards, whatever you want to, however you want to put it. What's opposite is just it's the norm now. It's the norm, and yeah, I'm one to agree with the notion dare to be different, but that doesn't mean dare to be just illogical. Just throw logic out. That doesn't mean that. Being different is to be logical. When people are do one thing, when the crowd jumps off the bridge or say, "Hey, let's all jump off the bridge because everyone else do it." No, daring to be different is like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk over here because I don't want to jump off the bridge like everybody else is doing. I don't want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a follower. I want to set my own path. That's daring to be different. Daring to be different is not going along with this bullshit that's going on now. So, I'm gonna start with the Amin Khalif fiasco. So, Amin Khalif was from Algeria. It's the Olympic boxer. This person was has female body parts. It's been said. However, on the gender test, this person has XY chromosomes. If you have XY chromosomes, you are biologically a male. This is science. This is God. This is not for me. This is not my law, not the law of man. It's the law of God, and it's an act of science because God works through science. He works through science. So this person is a biological male. I don't care what they identify with. Well, if that's the case, then I'm a 6'5", 230-pound football player. Can I identify as that? I mean, even though I'm 5'8" and 208, can I be a 6'5", 230 pound football player? I'm just saying, can I identify as that? No, because it's a damn lie. It's insane because anyone who sees me know I'm not 6'5". They will see me as being 5'8". 6'5", I would tower over most people. 230, I would be, for the most part, I'd be cut. No, that's insane. And I say 6'5", 230 because that's about the height and size of Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron, or Shannon Sharp. Can I have they bill? Can I go around saying I'm the same size as Shannon Sharp or Calvin Johnson? No, that's utterly absurd. And y'all would say, dude, something's wrong with you. Something ain't right with you, man. You're not no 6'4", 6'5", 230-pound athlete. No, you're not. Not everything is for everybody. I just wasn't blessed with that height and that size. And that's okay. It's a tough break. Would I have loved to have grown taller? Well, of course, sure. Because with the exception of my little brother, my other brothers are over 6 feet tall. I have twin brothers. I have, brothers who are fraternal twins. They're both 6 foot two. My oldest brother is 6 feet or 6 foot one. I think 6'1". No, I'm sorry. My one brother is 6'4". He's 6'4", and one is 6'2", and the oldest is 6'1". My little brother is about an inch taller than I am, so he's 5'9", 5'8". My dad was 6'3". My stepfather, who I consider my father, he was 6'2". 6'2", I'm sorry. My dad was 6'2". I would have loved to have been that height. Would have loved it, but God didn't see it that way. I can't sit up here and say, well, I want to be, I'll identify as 6'4", 6'5". No, I can't do that. I could tell myself that, but it's a lie. I mean, Khalif, it's not a female. This is a male. It doesn't care. I don't care what he identified with on his passport. I heard that now that's what they're going with now. Whatever it says in your passport. So the passport supersedes what Allah says. A damn piece of plastic that supersedes what Allah says. Okay, intersex, whatever that means. No, no, not everything is for everyone. If you want a box men. You are a biological male, box men. Men your size. Do not beat up on women. That is unfair. And it's not just him, but it's a Taiwanese boxer who's doing the same thing. I don't know his name, but he's doing the same thing. He identifies as a female, but he has XY chromosomes, just like Amin Khalif, but he identifies as female. This is absolutely absurd and insane. But before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on the new videos on here. Going into, hey brother Steph, how you doing, man? Thank you for that. Rest in peace. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yesterday was a tough day for me, but I appreciate that, man. 2 inches shorter than Shannon Sharp, and I ain't built like. See, that's what I'm saying. But you could go around saying, "Hey, I'm built like Shannon Sharp." You have that right, according according to the logic that's being thrown out there now. Peace to you, brother. Thanks for tuning in, my brother King Lee. Peace, black man. How's it going? Thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, I mean, come on, man, stop it. What really gets me, what really sticks in my craw is that you have niggas defending this. You have they're defending this. They are defending this tooth and nail. They are defending this. Y'all hating on um uh Amin Khalif because you deny her right to be a woman. That's racism. That's sexist. How in the hell is that racist? How do y'all equate that to racism? How? Because we're saying that the gender test reveals that that this person is biologically male. That's hate and racism because it's the truth. The truth is now hate. That's the world we're living in now. The truth is now equated to being hate. Lies is equated to being love and acceptance. We're living in the Twilight Zone. We're living in a real life Twilight Zone. Again, truth is equated to being hate. Lies is equated to being love and acceptance. What they say, you tell a lie long enough and loud enough, people start to believe it. People are starting to believe these lies. And there's people who I thought had some sense about them. People who are real close to me. They sit up here believing this crap that a man can identify as a woman and have the right to beat up on other women. They're sitting up here defending this. They're fighting on this hill. But then when you say something about it, they want to say, well, I have degrees on my wall. What the hell does that mean? Because you got a damn degree. All a degree means is that your parents spent their money. Their money was well spent. Their money was well spent. It was worth it. You got a piece of paper saying that you are a master in the field, whatever field of study that you got said degree in. That doesn't mean you have common sense or can use logic. It doesn't mean that because there's a lot of dumb MFers that got degrees. There's a lot of them. I don't care. I don't care about a damn degree. That's great and all, and I have some chocolate chip cookies in here for you if you want some. But don't sit up here. I have a degree. Great. That's great. I'm happy for you. That congratulations to you and your parents. Their money was well spent. But again, all a degree states is that you was proficient in whatever field of study that you got that degree in. That's all that says. It doesn't say nothing about having common sense or using logic. Don't say a damn thing about it. So miss me with that. We got to throw out the fact that this person is a male because they want to be female. Throw out the law of God. That doesn't mean nothing. God's law doesn't mean a thing. It's what how this person feel. So if that with that logic, I feel like I'm 6'5" and 230 pounds. Could I go try for the 49ers? I mean, I feel that I have the strength of a 6'5", 230 pound um tight end. Could I go to Santa Clara right now, walk on the field and say, hey, I want to try for the 49ers? Could I? I'm just throwing the question out there. Could I? Hell no. First off, security would escort me off of the property. I wouldn't even get a chance to get on the field. I would get laughed off of the property. Some jackass out here, um, some old jackass out here talking about something. He wanna try for tight end. He wanna try to compete with George Kittle. They would laugh me off the property because it's insane. It's absurd. It's absurd. This thing with Amin Khalif and the Taiwanese boxer, I don't know this person's name or his name, but it's insanity. These these people should not be allowed to continue on. Their win should be vacated and they should be kicked out of the Olympics. It's not right. You beating up on females who have XX chromosomes. XX chromosomes mean you're female. XY chromosome mean you're biologically male. Come on now. We learned that in biology class. Well, many of us did. I don't know what they're teaching these kids nowadays, but we learned this in biology class. I learned it in sixth grade biology. So I'm a lot smarter. I'm a lot smarter at 11 years old than a lot of these people are now. And modern technology wasn't nowhere what it is back in 1987 when I was 11 years old, like it is now. We didn't have access to computers and cell phones. So, I mean, come on. And you know what? Like Willie D said, He said it's women's fault. Women are at fault with this because y'all gave Caitlyn Jenner Woman of the Year at the ESPYS back in 2016. Was it 2016 that Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year? So y'all are to blame for this absurdity because y'all open Pandora's box. That right there, just open it up. The floodgates open up, and it's insulting to women. But y'all, yeah, women didn't fight for women. Exactly. Y'all allowing people who have a stick and rocks between their legs to sit up here and say, I'm a woman. It's insulting, but it's y'all fault. Y'all are at fault. Convicted child rapist at the Olympics. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a child rapist at the Olympics. I heard about that. But not only that, Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey is on a men's Australian basketball team. Josh Giddey, who played for the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think he got traded. I think Josh Giddey got traded to the Bulls. Did he? I think he did. Well, Josh Giddey, that was playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder, he was drafted in 2021 with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green and Scotty Barnes. That Josh Giddey, he's on the Australian men's basketball team with Patty Mills and Matthew Dellavedova. That Josh Giddey raped a minor, sexually assaulted a minor, 16 or 17-year-old girl. I think it was a couple years ago, but he got off. He got off. He's allowed to play. But this man sexually assaulted a minor. And yeah, the Dutch beach volleyball player. Y'all heard about that. I did hear about that. Hey, they allow it. I mean, it's not right, and he shouldn't be allowed to play. He should not have been. But see, the IOC is so corrupt. They're just they're doing anything for money. They're just so corrupt. IOC is known for being corrupt. The World Boxing Association tried to warn them about allowing Amin Khalif into the Olympics, but they ignored him. You can check that out. That's on. You can. That's common knowledge. You can look that up. The World Boxing Association, the European World Boxing Association, tried to warn the International Olympic Committee about allowing Amin Khalif to box in the Olympics, but they ignored them. They said no. This person is a biological male. He should not be fighting women. But the IOC allowed it. Wow. 19 and 12. Oh, see, yeah, he should be in jail. He should be in prison. He should be in prison. 19, you assault the 12-year-old, prison. Damn the Olympics. You should be playing prison Olympics. That's crazy. That's just utter crazy. But again, women are to blame for this because they opened up Pandora's box when they allowed Caitlyn Jenner to win Woman of the Year at the ESPYS. I believe it was in 2016. No, 2015. I believe it was 2015. Just insanity. Insanity. And the crazy part about that is Caitlyn Jenner still has a stick and rocks. Still have a stick and rocks between his legs. Therefore, it's a man. That's right. The world has just gone crazy. Crazy. But you have People defending this. People defending this tooth and nail. And it's like, what is wrong with y'all? Am I the one that's crazy? We're living in the time of Noah, just modern day. Noah told those of his time that there was a flood coming. They called Noah absurd. They called him crazy, all kind of names. When the great flood came, guess where Noah was at? In the ark. Him and his family. Where was everybody else? They were drowning to death. God destroyed the world. We're living in the time of Noah, where we're telling people this isn't right, this isn't right, this is crazy. No, you're crazy. We have to draw a line in the sand, y'all. Good versus evil. I know what side I'm on. What side are you on? And you don't have to be religious, but you have to have logic. You don't have to go to the mosque. You don't have to go to the church. You don't have to do any of this. Logic. Just common sense. It's a war against, not really, it's a war against religion. We can say that, but it's more of a war against common sense, against common decency. In Missouri right now, at a Planet Fitness in St. Louis, there's an issue. There was a homeless man that went to the state and got his ID and had it and was allowed to have his gender change in his ID. This man is showering with women and little girls in the locker room, or women and girls in the locker room at Planet Fitness. The state of Missouri has given him the right to live out his perverted fantasies. I'm telling you, this is a door to pedophilia. It's a door to pedophilia, and it's only going to get worse. It's not about being religious. That's great. Whatever religion you are, Christian, Muslim, you practice Judaism, Buddhist, whatever. Now is just the time to stand on morality and common decency. That's what time it is. This devil is allowed to shower with women in the locker room because he wanna live out his perverted fantasies, and the government the state government is allowing it. It's utter disgusting. But these same people who are defending it, I want to ask them this question. Would you let your sister, female cousin, would y'all let them box Amin Khalif? And if Amin Khalif hit your sister or cousins in their face, how would y'all feel about that? Or your aunt or your mother or whomever. How would y'all feel about that? Would y'all be defending it then? Would y'all be defending this perverted devil to be looking at your loved one, your mom, your sister, your aunties, your cousins while they shower? Since y'all okay with it, since we should let people be who they want to be. It's absolutely absurd. It is absurd. You cannot defend this. I tweeted out yesterday, and I put on also on Facebook. Well, I haven't put on Facebook yet, but I am. But I tweeted out yesterday that just 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, we were told to trust the science when it came to getting a vaccine. Do y'all remember that? We were hesitant against it, and a lot of us didn't take it because it was like, this doesn't make sense. Something ain't adding up. Y'all telling us that 2 + 2 = 55. And we're like, no, this isn't right. But we were told, trust the science, trust the science, trust the science. Just 3 years ago with this vaccine, trust the science. Now we're telling people that a man that identifies as a female, but his gender test says otherwise, says he has XY chromosomes, we're told we shouldn't believe the science. So believe it, trust the science when it comes to getting a vaccine, but the science is a lie when it comes to saying that a man that identifies as a female is a male. Don't trust that science. That's the science that God is working through. That's the science of biology. Don't trust that science. Biology is a lie, but the vaccine is good for you. Utter insanity, absurdity. We're living in the Twilight Zone. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on the new videos on here. Another thing, going into the political realm, Kamala Harris is not black. Her father identifies or what is Jamaican Irish. So all these simple Simon niggas out there, there are other people than black people on the island of Jamaica. There are Chinese Jamaicans, white Jamaicans. Yes, I've met a Chinese Jamaican. I've met plenty of white Jamaicans. Jamaican is not just all black. Just because you saw Bob Marley doesn't mean everyone on Jamaica is cis complexion. Again, there's Chinese Jamaicans, Irish Jamaicans, white Jamaicans. Her father is Jamaican Irish. Her mom is from India, Bahman. She's not black. She's a woman of color, yes, but she's not black like I am. But you have niggas defending that too. She's one of us. She's one of us. No, 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 she's not. No, she's not. And that's right. It's like saying American is a race. Jamaican is a nationality. It's not a race. It's a nationality. A nationality. And she is not foundational black American. She just isn't. I hate the bus straw bubble, but the woman isn't. The only time she identified as being black was 5 years ago when she ran for president and fell flat on her face. Y'all remember that? In 2019, when she announced she was running for president in the 2020 election. Y'all remember that? And she debated Joe Biden and she called him racist. Do y'all remember that? And she fell flat on her face. And Jim Crow Joe later asked her to be his running mate and she accepted. Y'all remember that? So 5 years ago, 2019, that's when Camala Harris identified or said she was black. That's when she started pulling out the hot sauce, talking about eating fried chicken. Eating collard greens, forgive me. Eating collard greens, talking about the hot sauce, smoking weed in the 1980s when she attended Howard while listening to Pac, even though Pac didn't drop his first album until 2000. I'm sorry, Lord have mercy. Even though Pac didn't drop his first album until 1991, November 1991, Tupacalypse Now. Those of us who know hip hop, Pac was in middle school when she was in college. Maybe like sixth or seventh grade. Yeah, probably, because it's a 7-year difference. So if she's 19 years old, Pac was 12. She was 20, Pac was 13. He was coming into puberty. The brother was years away from dropping his first album. Again, he did not drop his first album until November 1991. Tupacalypse Now. I forgot the day that it debuted. So she's a damn liar. She's not black. Oh, and I had Negroes coming at me a few days ago. Well, man, this is the problem. Black people going against black people. You ignorant Negroes, she is not black. And these are the same Negroes who are defending her, locking up black people disproportionately. Well, if they didn't break the law, if they didn't break the law, they wouldn't have gotten locked up. That's the way it goes. They was they did the crime, they had to do the time. Okay, so keep that same energy when these cops gun down black people unjustifiably. Keep that same energy. You can't be mad about Sonia Massey, Sandra Bland, Eric Gardner, Philando Castile, Freddie Gray, Mike Brown. You can't be mad about their deaths, but in the same breath say Kamala was just doing her job, locking up black people. Because you're hypocritical as fuck. And you're a liar. How can, in one breath, you get mad about Eric Gardner and Sandra Bland and Sonia Massey, George Floyd, but it's okay for her to disproportionately lock up brothers and sisters? It's ridiculous, and it's a goofy ass argument. But you have niggas making it. I want to drop names so bad, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to cause a war because this probably gonna cause enough trouble for me. But I don't give a damn. But I'm not gonna name drop anybody. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So, but the little devil on my shoulder is like, man, just name drop them. But I'm not gonna do that because y'all embarrass yourselves enough making these dumbass comments. So I'm not gonna name drop y'all. One Negro don't even know what pandering is. Well, how do you know her food choices? All I'm gonna say about this Negro, I was in the military with him, and he's from Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say. How do you know her food choices? How can you call it pandering? Okay, so that'd be like Donald Trump with some hot sauce. What would you say about that? This same person will have an issue with that. And I could come back with, how do you know Donald Trump's food choices? How do you know he don't like spicy food or like spices on his food? If that's the case, the chick is pandering. And it's common knowledge, and like I said a few days ago, it's common knowledge out here in the San Francisco Bay Area that she put on her knee pads, got on her knees, and slobbed some knobs. And those knobs was Willie Brown. Willie Brown, the first black mayor of San Francisco in the 1990s. He was 30 years her senior, old enough to be her father. So she was 29 or 30. Willie Brown was like 61 or 62, somewhere like that. Actually, no, I think it's a 30-year difference. So, yeah. So she was 29, 30. He was like 59, 60, 61. Yeah, somewhere around there. I know it's a 30-year difference. He's 30 years her senior, old enough to be her father. And she was a side piece because during the time of their relationship, Willie Brown was still married. He was still a married man. Granted, he was separated, but he was still a married man. He wasn't divorced. He had children. This is common knowledge out here. You can look all of this up. I'm not making this up. I will never make up anything on this channel. But she was his side piece. Camala Harris was Willie Brown's side piece. Like I said last week, Camala Harris has given hope to side pieces and hoes everywhere. That one day, if you play your cards right, You could be vice president and run for president of the United States. She has given hope and inspiration to side pieces and hoes everywhere. These are facts. Put on your knee pads, get on your knees, and slob some knobs. Get on the casting couch. It is what it is. And this is common knowledge. But you have Negroes defending this. Because if this was a white woman, or not even a white woman, if this was a black woman on the Republican ticket, if a black woman did what Kamala Harris did, and she was a Republican, she would be called all kind of hoes. She'd be called all kind of names. If Kamala Harris was running as a Republican, she would be called all kind of names. Am I right or am I absolutely right? But because she's blue and people are into this political set tripping, it's okay. Well, no, that's not true. She's a hard worker. She was a great prosecutor. No, 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 she was not. No, she was not. And Judge Joe Brown has made that known all on social media. Not just him. Those with common knowledge know this. He just more high profile than others. But it's well known out here in the San Francisco Bay Area that she was a terrible prosecutor. She was a great slop knobber. I'm trying to be PG-13 on here, but it is what it is. The truth hurts. The truth is disgusting, but it must be told. And the truth is ugly as Aunt Esther. Those of y'all who remember Sanford and Son, Aunt Esther, played by the late great LaWanda Page, very funny woman. Aunt Esther was ugly, and so is the truth. It is what it is. But you have women, black women, and Negroes, niggas, defending her, left and right. Kamala Harris, Kamala. Oh, girl, oh, girlfriend, you gone, sister. Yeah, y'all sister girl also locked y'all asses up when y'all had a hard time sending your children to school, when you have transportation, or didn't have the means to send your kids to school. You either had to work, miss work to send your child to school, or miss work to stay home with your child, or send your child to school and leave and or go to work and leave your child neglected. That's what I meant. Go to work, neglect your child, or miss work to stay home with your child and face truancy charges. I personally know two women that this happened to. But this is y'all sister girl. Gone girl. Yeah, gone girl. Get your ass on. You're not one of us. You're not like us. So stop the lies. Again, Negroes are defending this. We're living in the Twilight Zone. We are living in the Twilight Zone. And like I said, we know good and damn well if Kamala Harris was on a Republican ticket, Negroes would not be defending her like they are. Oh, she ain't black. What? How dare her try to say she black? How dare her try to pander to us eating hot sauce? But since it's blue, it's okay. It's conveniently okay since it's on the blue side. Niggas are silly. They're mind-numbingly gone. They're just gone. We're in the Twilight Zone. They're mind-numbingly dumb. Sheep. And I refuse to be a sheep. Because logic has gone out the door. Common sense has gone out the door. Decency has gone out the door. But it's high time we call it back in. We're living in the Twilight Zone. We are. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. What are we going to do? I see that Kamala selected Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, as her running mate. She did that early this morning. This man when he was as governor of Minnesota, he's still governor, but he gave immigration or illegal immigrants rights to let me see, I just saw it on here. I just saw it on here. Crazy, 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 crazy. So Tim Walz, since he's been governor of Minnesota, signed laws catering to illegal migrants, giving them free health care and tuition. I'm gonna repeat that again. Tim Walz, the guy that Camala Harris announced as a running mate early this morning, since he's been governor of Minnesota, he has signed laws catering to illegal migrants, giving them free health care and tuition. But this is who y'all voting for. This is Let me rephrase that. This is who y'all want to fight for. This is who y'all want to die on this hill. Vote for whomever you want to vote for. You have that right. I'm not telling you to vote for Trump. I'm damn sure not telling you to vote for Kamala Harris. Vote for whomever you want to vote for. You have that right as an American citizen. It's in the Constitution. However, do your research on these candidates. Don't blindly give them your votes. That's all I'm saying. And also, you have the right to sit on the couch and sit this one out. You have that option. Don't listen to the black Cartman, Roland Martin. Get out there and vote. Get out there and vote. Vote blue. Seems like every time he looks like a black Cartman. That's who Roland Martin looks like, a black Cartman. So don't listen to Negroes like that. Joy Reid, Roland Martin, that goofy ass, high pitched voice clown, Down Low Hughley. I'm sorry, D.L. Hughley. Don't listen to them. Do what's best for you. Again, if you want Kamala Harris, vote for her. Donald Trump, vote for him. Sitting on the couch and sitting this one out, like yours truly is doing, you have that option too. But Tim Walz, this man signed into legislation giving illegal migrants uh, free health care and tuition as governor of Minnesota. So just keep in mind that these people will write legislation against you. You're going to help put them in office or try to put them in office, and they're going to give you both middle fingers and tell you to get the Bozaks. Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Know about what you're voting for. Do your research on these candidates. Do your due diligence. Don't vote blindly for them. Make them work for your vote. Make them earn it. Dr. Claude Anderson told us that for decades, but we haven't listened. On that note, I'm going to hop off of here. I think I made my point known, how I stand on, with everything going on in this video. I hope I did. Hope I did a good job of that. It's just logic and common sense has to be brought back to the forefront. It has to be brought back. Morality and decency has to be brought back to the forefront. It has to. It just another thing I find insane, and I'm gonna close on this. Around the world, including here in the U.S., It's okay to fly the rainbow flag in government on government buildings. You can't promote Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Confucianism, Confucianism, Hinduism. You can't promote any of that, any religion, but you can promote people's choices and have a flag fly on the government buildings, the pride flag, the rainbow colored flag. You can have that flown across government buildings around the world. But if you promote Christianity, Islam, or any religion, or Judaism, or any religion, you're infringing on people's rights. But you're not infringing on people's rights by flying a rainbow colored flag. Make it make sense. I'm going to close on that. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button now. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear them. Love to hear them. And I know we're going to disagree. I understand that. I understand that. Doing these videos is not for the faint of heart. You got to take the praise and the criticisms as well. And I'm willing to do that. And I've been doing it for almost 3.5 years now. So I'm cool with it. All I ask, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. And in our disagreements, let's use logic and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That's all I ask. Use logic and respect, not emotion and disrespect. And let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that, y'all. Share this video, share it, share it, share it. Make it go viral. Let's have the conversation. Share this video 10, 20, 30 times over, 1,000 times over. Share it as much as you want. Let's have a conversation. Support my podcast and my YouTube channel here. I appreciate y'all love and support. Thank you for continuing the subscriptions, continuing this channel for growing. I greatly appreciate it. I cannot do it without y'all love and support. So please continue to support your brother. Please. Sisters as well as brothers, please be safe. Beware and be aware. Not just running errands, but in your own home. We're not safe in our own homes. Beware and be aware in your own home, as well as out here in the streets. Whether you going to work, coming home from work, running errands, whatever the case may be, please be safe. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. I love y'all. Y'all take care and have a blessed rest of your day. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.